What hidden lessons can the Navy SEAL Creed reveal about thriving in the business world? Greg Sisa, with a decade in the SEALs, uncovers parallels that can transform your family business.
Having spent just about 10 years in the Navy SEAL community, one of those really transcripts that we abide by is the Navy SEAL Creed. And there are so many little quotes within the creed that translate directly to the business world, and actually really to as I think about a lot of family businesses as well.
Can a single line from the Navy SEAL Creed be a beacon for family businesses? Greg believes it can.
One key line in particular that I tend to hold pretty sacred is the idea of ready to lead and be led. This can fall into many different categories when it comes to the family business, whether we're talking about generational ownership changes, understanding as the business owner that you're not always the expert.
What happens when the expert in the room isn't the business owner? Greg explores the power of recognizing and harnessing your team's strengths.
It could come into your bench strength within your organization. If someone were not to show up one day, who's there to actually take charge? You could fall into the strategic planning category of the greater picture of your business in the 3 to 5 year scenario. Who's the expert at dividing those, or at coming up with those plans? It might not be the business owner himself or herself. It might be chief of operations, your CFO. Realize when it's time to take a back seat to some of the people around you and understand what lies ahead of you. But also when you're ready to be led, it empowers those people around you to help make decisions, give them the opportunity to step up and roll.
The art of leadership in the family business isn't just about guiding. It's also about knowing when to let the next generation take the helm. How does this shape a lasting legacy?
And this really came into play during my military career, where you were put in charge at a very, very early stage in your career. So you always have the opportunity to lead something. And it's important, especially when we're talking about building bench strength, or when we're talking about a next generation of leaders taking over the company and generation of owners taking over the company, to at some point let them be in a leadership position and make important decisions, make mistakes that they can learn from, so that when it's time, or maybe when the opportunity, or sometimes surprise, it's time for you to be in charge, people are ready to take the reins on something, and they're ready to lead.
With every generation comes a new challenge and a new opportunity. How can embracing change and empowering the next generation secure the future of your family business?